Back on the road. It's about 5:20, something like that, 5:25. About a little under 12 miles to get to Silver City. I think I'll get a hotel there so I can get a little cleaned up and relax a little bit. I guess I'm reaching my physical limit, maybe. I don't know. I just want to, I don't know, not be walking. My feet hurt so much last night coming into my campground there. But it turned out to be like a 28-mile day, so all on pavement, so that's probably why. Anyway, Silver City's supposed to be a cute town. I'd like to find something decent to eat. It's weird that there's no comments in Far Out on any of the hotels or restaurants or anything. I would think there would be all kinds of comments in there, but nope. So anyway, another dark morning. So somewhere back there I crossed the official red line CDT. Totally missed it. But I still have trees. Boy, I'm gonna miss these trees when they're gone. The last, I don't know, what is it? 4, 5, 6 days, I think, have no trees, or like one tree here and there. Well, at long last I have cell service, and there was a text from Tony saying that he can't get the GPS to go to Lordsburg, and he did a bunch of searching around, and apparently there's some kind of flooding on the freeway, the I-10 in Lordsburg, so you can't get there unless you go through Mexico. And it's like, oh, the thing is like, I'm pretty good about figuring out how to get somewhere, but I don't know if Tony is. I think I'm gonna have to do it for him while I'm here. The closer I get to town, the less people seem to be able to not cross over the white line. I was on the other side of the road, 2 cars in a row started drifting, and then like you could see them grab the wheel as soon as they see me and almost overcorrect. And then as I switched to this side because I didn't want to be on the inside of a curve, somebody totally was like in the grass almost on this side, so it's like not safe. Maybe I should hitch the rest of the way. It's less than 2 miles. So I think I'm gonna go over to Albertsons as my first stop. I don't know where there's anywhere to eat, so I know I could probably get something to eat at Albertsons. It's a grocery store, of course. They had one of those boba and donut shops, and I got a bacon, egg, cheese croissant and a donut. And then I went to Albertsons so I wouldn't be so hungry when I was in there. And I got an apple and some kefir for later, and I ate a whole basket of blackberries. And I got most of my resupply. I'm gonna go over to the gas station because that's the best place to get like individual sized nuts and not have to buy like a 12-pack or something like that. So, and then I'll go look for a hotel. So, a little update. I'm in Silver City. I am spending the night here because it's one of my last two towns before I get to the border, and I had a lot to do. I got into town and I got my resupply, and technically I could have just, kept going, but I kind of felt dirty, and I also felt kind of run down. I did about 40 or 44 miles of paved road walking to get here. And my feet just felt wrecked. So I wanted to take a little break. I got more road walking leaving this town. So hopefully that'll go okay. It's also 15 miles almost to the next water on the trail. So I have to find some good water. The lady at the hotel here said that the water is not fit to drink because there's an old mine, which I could see on the hillside. I don't know if she's just being paranoid, but she gave me 2 little bottles of water. So I don't know where I can get more water. I guess I could buy some at a gas station or something. Just drink this water. I've drunk worse, that's for sure. So anyway, and then I thought maybe I should eat something because I've really not eaten anything healthy. At Doc Campbell's, I got one of those like gas station triangle sandwiches that has, no vegetables in it or anything, and some ice cream. That was the extent of my fresh food. And before that, my last fresh meals were in Grants, and it was at Denny's, which is, I don't know, the pictures show all these bright, crisp looking broccolis and everything, and in reality it was all smothered in some kind of sugary sauce, and there were barely any pieces of broccoli. So I really haven't. And then most of the other towns I haven't been there for, they either didn't have any healthy meals or I wasn't there at a time of day when I could get one. So I thought maybe I should eat more on my days off and try to replenish my energy. That's probably a mistake, but here I got some good Mexican food. I got and had I had fish tacos, so it had some salsa. The salsa tasted really good, and watermelon juice, and I got some kefir from the grocery store. That was pretty tasty. And otherwise, everything else I have consumed. Oh, I had an apple. Everything else I've consumed is not terribly healthy. And then, so once I got my hotel room, I turned on the internet and I see on Reddit that the last 1.1 miles to the southern terminus is closed unless you have a special permit from the U.S. military. And to get this permit, you have to give them your passport number and a passport-like photo, whatever that means, and photos of your real ID driver's license or ID, and you have to fill out a form, and then they do a background check on you, and then if you pass the background check, they'll issue you a permit to go to the border, the last 1.1 miles. And I'm just like, well, what am I supposed to do? So actually, it turned out there was a CVS right across the street, and I was able to get a passport photo, and I took pictures of my driver's license, and I got Tony to send me a picture of my passport so I could get the number. And I filled out the form and I sent it off, so we'll see if I hear before I get to Lordsburg what's going on. So that took some time today. So I'm glad I had a hotel and was planning to stay anyway, but it's not like I got a lot of napping or anything done. So anyway, that's all I can do for now. I did talk to a guy who does CDT shuttles. I talked to him about the road conditions and also the permit and water. And he said it's fine to drink the water in the caches that he leaves, even if you didn't order a ride from the border back to Lordsburg from him. He says the water in the caches is for anybody. That's good. And he told me about the road conditions. He says they're really bad. There's this one washout about 3 miles from the border that he's not sure most people can get through. I relayed all this information about the terrible conditions to Tony. And this guy, his name is Tim Sharp. I think it's Tim. He said that he could actually drive Tony to the border to meet me and then drive both of us back. And so since Tony's truck has a camper on the back, one of those hot campers, he says, oh yeah, I don't know if I would bring something like that on that road. A lot of hunters complain that their campers get all broken, all the connections that hold it in the bed and everything. So I'm thinking Tony doesn't know what he's in for. So I hope that he calls this man and talks to him about the conditions and gets some good directions and good tips. Or even better, I hope that he decides that he would like to take him up on the offer to drive Tony to the border to meet me and bring me back. That would be the best. Anyway, I got like 3.5 days or something like that to get to Lordsburg, and then Lordsburg is 85 miles to the border, so that should take me about 4 and a little bit more days. We'll see. It's pretty flat out there. If it's pretty quick walking, I should be able to do it maybe in 4 days. But if it's maybe a little less than 4 days. But if it's not quick, and I don't think it is, because you have to hunt for posts and just walk cross country to the next post. So if it's not quick, it should take me about 4.5 days at like 20 miles per day. I've been doing 3 to 28 yesterday, usually around 25 miles every day. So 20 miles is like allowing for some slowness. So anyway, that's enough update for me.